This is the MiraCosta Student Veteran Oral History Project, and we are interviewing Hector Cortez, United States Army. During service, soldiers in the Army are creating an everlasting bond of brotherhood that helps many veterans transition into civilian and school life. This brotherhood-like bond allows veterans to succeed in a school setting by finding support and comfort with other veterans. Derek Moore, an inspirational speaker as well as a former NFL football player, felt the same brotherhood-like bond amongst his teammates in the NFL, and he exemplifies our essence of brotherhood through this quote.
Brotherhood is not the product of prosperity. Brotherhood is a bond formed by commitment in times of darkness.
Hector felt the same essence of brotherhood in the Army, and he would define brotherhood as such. While deployed in Afghanistan, Hector was faced with constant challenges where if he did not have the support of his team, he would not be able to succeed on his mission. Hector defined brotherhood as a sense of I will always be there, no matter what.
During our interview, we asked Hector what his definition of brotherhood is, and this was his response.
Brotherhood is a sense of I will always be there no matter what, regardless of the situation, the time, the place. So as for me, brotherhood, I did see it a lot in the Army.
In this next clip, we hear the story of Hector's loyalty to and from his Army brothers in the heat of battle.
My first firefight was on a mission. So we all landed on this one place. Then we saw this huge, this mountain pretty much that we had to climb.
In the story that Hector shares with us, we can see that without loyalty, trust, and a feeling of always having your brother there to get your back, Hector's missions would not have been possible.
And they pretty much set us up in the perfect places, kind of. And my squad leader, Sergeant Grant, he was all like, hey, I don't like that spot, move over here. I said, okay. So I moved a couple more feet to the right. Sergeant Ford, he said, hey, we just got word that they're gonna shoot at us. And the second he stopped that, he said, they're gonna shoot at us. I heard the first bullet for the first time. It was just like a cracking sound, and then a whistle sound, and there was more. And then I heard a gunshot on the right. I was like, wait, what's going on? And then that was us shooting back. And then time flew by. We were there shooting back and forth, yelling, hey, are you okay? Hey, is this going on? And that was my first firefight. It probably lasted about 15 minutes.
Wow. Though the essence of brotherhood is not life or death in the college setting, it does play a big role for student veterans who have the support in school of other student veterans. Deshant Narayanan shares with us an example of how military veterans interact at school with and without veteran programs.
When I attended the University of Oregon, I didn't get the sense of a big veterans community. All they had was a Veterans Affairs office and no real events that made them feel welcome at the school. Then when I transferred from Oregon to MiraCosta, I saw a big change where the whole school made them feel welcome, and the Veterans Center really helped them.
In the dark, and right on the middle mark, I'm just in the tear of everything.
Former Sergeant of the United States Marine Corps, Hector Rodriguez, who is also president of the Veterans Club, in 2014, in an interview, he explained why the Veterans Information Center was so important to have on campus.
Well, the most important thing about this new building is the fact that this is one central information hub for every veteran that wants to go through the education system. One of the benefits about that is that not only does it provide us with information, but it's also a source of camaraderie.
For Hector, choosing to come to MiraCosta College to continue his education was an easy decision for him to make. In this next clip, he explains why transitioning to MiraCosta College was easy.
Did you feel out of place at school at all? Did you feel like you stood out or anything like that?
I never felt that. Definitely here at MiraCosta, there was always so many different people that you meet from different backgrounds, different cultures. Here, I always felt the same thing.
The diversity at MiraCosta College, which Hector discusses, is not only amongst students from different backgrounds or cultures, It also plays a role with veterans. Even though while in service, Hector developed a sense of brotherhood with those in his unit while in the Army, being at MiraCosta College, due to the diversity he mentioned, he explains how he has created a similar bond with other veterans who have served in the Marines. In this next clip, Hector, during our interview, shares a story of 2 classmates in his class this semester that he has met and who are also veterans from different backgrounds.
He's a Marine and he's an Army guy. So we are always something we like bag on him for being a Marine. We call him that Crayola eater sometimes. They call us like, Army stands for aren't ready to be a Marine yet. Marine, we always say that Marine stands for officers are required, intelligence not expected. So we're always bagging on each other.
Right.
We still have that, but we still fully respect the service that we go with, the infantrymen, whatever. I always respect.
While fully respecting the work each other has done while in service, the ability to joke around with one another and relate has allowed for the sense of brotherhood amongst his fellow veterans to continue on while attending MiraCosta College for Hector.
Like we're all just veterans.
Right. Right.
So we still bag on each other.
Mhm.
I still talk to people in my class right now. I have a guy named Justin, and he's super cool. And next to me is a guy named Chase. And for some reason, we all ended up sitting in the front row. He's a Marine and he's an Army guy. So we are always something we like bag on him for being a Marine. We call him Crayola eater sometimes. They call us Army stands for aren't ready to be a Marine yet. Marine, we always say that Marine stands for officers are required, intelligence not expected. So we're always bagging on each other.
Right.
We still have that, but we still fully respect the service that we go with, the infantrymen, the whatever. I always respect. My wife is very good at helping me feel that again. Sometimes, so she's like, "Hey, this needs to go on. This needs to happen." So I think. I still see her as a person who keeps me on track.
Mm-hmm.
She still she does tell me, hey, do your homework, do this, if I'm gonna get dropped out. So I still have an authority figure, pretty much. Mm-hmm. I still have a sergeant on my neck.
Right.
All of us went through together. I noticed that everyone, was upset or, homesick. And that's when I felt the sense of brotherhood, like, hey, they're going through this tough time with me. And that's when I felt it the most, because every time I felt homesick, there was always someone else from California or from a similar place saying, hey, don't worry, man, I am too. And then that's when we started bonding. It's just I wasn't ready to fully let go of the military.